Hey guys, Robert Strongtham here, bringing you some more Elder Scrolls Legends content. Now, I think we found the right color combo for the Golgari deck in Elder Scrolls Legends. And yes, this is Elder Scrolls Legends, not Magic. But I still like the idea. I love the idea, and I don't think I'm going to sway from that. So what I'd like to do is spend, well, basically the time I play in this game to naturally selecting cards in and out of this deck. I don't have all of the cards in the game for sure, and I'm going to get some new ones for sure along the way. But for right now, I want to really make this deck as good as it can be. You know what I mean? And I think this could be one of my decks. That's just like, hey, like I put a lot of effort into this deck. This deck is what represents me as a player. You can use it too. So real quick before we begin, this is what it looks like. So if you want to take your cameras, take your pictures, and whatnot, that's it. I've trimmed it down to 50 cards. Before it was something like 55. Trying to trim it down. So what I'm looking to do is whenever we lose a game, I would like to find out why we lost the game. And if that happens multiple times in a row, or multiple times, then we know what's wrong with the deck. Also, if certain cards just don't work, then I will take note of that as well. When we win, not very much natural selection is going to happen. So if I can, I think I might cut out the wins. In our first game, we have Galois 39. Playing a Dunmer deck like me. Race doesn't really matter that much. Later game, preferred later game. Don't want to risk having only late game in my hand. This is an okay hand.
Luck to your house.
I have a challenge for you to say hello to all of your opponent, and like all of the videos you watch on YouTube. It's a kind, friendly thing you can do. That's a card I was looking for.
What have we here?
Let's shed some light on the problem.
This turn, I'm going to... If I play the Barded War, he trades in that, and he just got a free Firebolt. I don't like that trade idea. If I Soul Split this, he uses the Firebolts. Get some pretty considerable value. But yes, I think this turn, I'm going to... Actually, I have a Firebolt in my hand. I will Barded War this.
My scales
And get some okay Firebolt value if he makes that trade.
I have you now.
Good, he did that.
I do love a good fight.
That's unfortunate. Now, what do we want to do here? Because that, if unsilenced, will get a lot of value. Because it's played early. So I'm going to kill it. This one. And if there were some way I could save this person from death, I would totally hit him here and then Soul Split. But I don't think that's going to happen, so instead, I'm going to play my High Rock Summoner.
Would like to say hello.
Get my Flame Atronach. Do this, he does not get a rune. And now, if he wants to, he can trade in here, but I don't think he will. Oh, he will. Okay, wow. So now he has double board control. This is very good in this lane. I think I want to actually give him the rune because I can risk it. Especially because this 5 Atronach won't be doing very much alone. Yeah. And I guess he'll just get some good value there. But it's not like you played this for the 1/1 body anyway. This is mainly in the deck as a sacrifice for something like Soul Split. Because it's realistically a 1/1 and a powerful card like this.
Come dance with death.
Who knows, it might be trimmed. The card. Okay.
The ambition of the Telvanni knows no bounds.
One thing I'm noticing right now is that none of my cards have 2 power. They either have 3 or 1. All of them. That's a pretty cool turn 7 play on this side of the board. As far as counters to either of these, those are both 3/2s, and like I said, I don't have any 2 power. So if I consistently lose the game because I lack 2 power, well, that's why I have Firebolts. I think I'm going to play this here.
They cannot hope to outwit me.
Oh wait, I have 3 mana left. Duh. And I'll do this. This will give me a card. Hopefully. If he silences it, that's pretty cool. This card is just good in general. Thieves Guild Recruit. Too late, we're going to play the Dwarven Centurion. Get at least 1 spider, I hope. Because I don't recall Intelligence and Agility having any Destroy Target Creature cards. Because he would have to deal damage to it. so I at least get some value. And my hand isn't going to be full. He is careful not to trigger my runes as well. One thing I've learned is that when you trigger runes like this, it gives the opponent ability to come back, like incredibly. It's a comeback mechanic in the game. So if you let them have the runes very subtly and then just burst down the last 3,
We'll stand
you
together.
can usually win the game like that.
If I fall, the hiss will reclaim me.
So now he's getting even more value. I can't play the Dwarven Centurion. However, I can play a very beautiful Kara Sweeper in this lane, because that will become a 0/1 guard, and this will die. However, he will get an action, which could make things a bit more unworthy. But I think that's the best value of Kara Sweeper I'm going to get. And I might as well do this for him, I'm going to be honest, because chances might be that I draw another Card Sweeper. I have 3 of them in the deck. I love this card, by the way. I think it's amazing. Even if you only give out 1/1/1, I think it's pretty good. And in these some cases, like, it's just what you needed. Firebolt, maybe for this, who knows? Because I would love to Thieves Guild recruit just that. Okay. So he's got a 0/1 there. Dwarven Centurion will trample this and all, hit his face, give him some runes that I don't want him to get. But the 0/3 spiders, which I kind of want now, are going to be delayed. If I play this in this lane, he gets a really awesome trade. So I think what my entire turn's going to be is
What have we here?
see what I draw. It has cover. Okay, now I can't play the Dwarven Centurion and all, but I don't need to. I can play the Arcanist. Might as well play the Barded War. Or actually, I don't need to. I really don't need to, because if he starts hitting me with this guy enough, I will draw some runes. And draw even more cards. We have pretty equal hands. Wow, yeah, I got a rune. Pretty awesome right there. If he plays a big creature, because that's already dead. That's already dead, pretty much. Might even get to soul split this one too, which is why it's in the deck. This deck is just... it's not based around him, but it's got quite a lot of usefulness.
The hiss will reclaim me.
If I get another Kara Sweeper, that'd be pretty cool. Okay, Cruel Fire Bloom won't do very much. I could give him half of a soul split. Okay, if I get hit for 3, I will not get a rune. And that's a shame. And then what? Yeah, I might.
If I fall, the
But
hiss
except
will reclaim me.
I soul split it because I have 2 of them. And just for fun, let's soul split this one. Because then I'll have 2 3/2s in the non-stealth lane. Awesome. In fact, let's just go overboard, guys. I'm never really going to use the shadow, whatever. Awesome. Should have done that first, perhaps. But this is cool. I did not even know that kept cover. That's pretty interesting. Not like it has an effect. Although if he plays Firestorm right now, I'm going to lose a lot. He did not trigger a rune. I already have 2 runes down. I want to get him some runes down before... wow, speak of the devil and he will appear.
The ambition of the Telvanni knows no
The ambition of the Telvanni. These Cruel Fire Blooms are going to be amazing with these 0/3s because they're going to be 0 mana Cruel Fire Blooms. So, yes, I will play the Dwarven Centurion. And how about the Barded War as well? Yes, give it guard. Now, it's likely that he has a response for this, and he's definitely going to get runes from the breakthrough. But, in general, this at least gets me a few 0/3 spiders. Oh, and that's the upgraded version. Darn. So that deals 4 damage to my face. He gets that. I can kill this. I can Cruel Fire Bloom that away. Vicious Drew, not really. I like this a lot right now. I'm going to give him that, I'm afraid. So, hit him in the face. Then, we play our Fighter's Guild Recruit. No, we don't. We do this. Dwarven Spider. Cool Fire Bloom, and hope it hits the target we want it to. Yes, it does. Sorry, brother.
I must apologize.
He's got me pretty low, though. I'm gonna be honest, it's scary. And our Stronghold Incubator. And this. And this.
Friend would like to say hello.
And all the while, he still has 4 runes. I want to at least get this rune down, which I will do with this Dwarven Centurion. Problem with Dwarven Centurion is it works like 1 turn at a time in a very delayed manner. the value. But you can get a lot of value out of it. It's a pretty tough creature, if you ask me. It's a pretty awesome creature, especially with guard. We also want this to die, which is why we put it in the non-stealth lane. You don't really want to control this shadow lane. It doesn't help you very much. It just helps decks that work well when you can sneak attack moves or creatures that have overtime effects that don't require attacking creatures like the Dwarven Centurion. Like if you put this in the shadow lane, it's basically a dead card. 6 damage to the face is negligible enough for a 7 mana. You play it because you want to get at least 2 Dwarven Spiders. What does that do? 3 damage to everything. Nice. Really nice. Look at all that sacrifice. Ooh, I get another rune. Do I have any not death rattles? Oh wow, he's desperate. Actually, no, he's not. That just gets some serious value. So, I'm gonna play this. I only have 1 Cruel Fire Bloom, however, so I better be careful. What am I talking about? It's not going to hit that target. It wouldn't. That's not fair. I can play this.
They cannot hope to outwit me.
Cruel Fire Bloom this. Okay, that's just not fair.
I must apologize.
We play this. We play
They won't be
this.
expecting this.
Play this. We play this, by the way, because it gets us 3 health. And that's very important at the moment. I don't want to play my second Dwarven Spider. I hope I played the one that said it was got from the Centurion, because that way he doesn't know what the 2 from the Incubator were. Because next turn I want to hit 2 of his runes off.
Your storm is no match for mine.
Okay.
Nicely done.
I think that's the game. Especially if it's a prophecy on his turn. Ouch. Alright, I have to get a destroy target creature card, which I don't have. Yep, that's the game. No, it's not. I have a Dwarven Spider and a Shocking Wamasu. And let's put the Vicious Jew in this lane, just because. So, but he has 3 cards, so we'll just have to see. Okay. So, I wonder why we lost that game, actually. Defeats will happen, always, no matter what deck you make. But I wonder what was linear about that defeat and defeats I'm gonna have in the future. Which is what I like to do. Or versus Bosch Flimshaw, the Wood Elf deck. So, Ping and Destroy is the name of the game. Later game, I hope. Curve of this deck is pretty terrible now that I think about it.
Luck to your destruction is
Because I have this,
May you
and
walk on warm
I have the... Not the... I'm thinking of the Thieves Guild. Yes, the Thieves Guild dude is another good 2-drop for me. And that's it. That's a pretty good value because it hits his face. Yep. That's a shame. I'm not going to give him a Firebolt. That's cool. I don't want to Firebolt that. Because there's better things to Firebolt. He can get some health back. That just allows me to punch him for a reason. Without giving him runes. So we could probably do a interesting trade there. Oh, cool. Ooh. He got it back. Exactly on cue. No, it's not. He can play the thing again. Interesting. I should have Firebolted. No, he was going to do that on whatever creature he had. This one just happened to have Drain. So this turn, I play Firebolts. And what else do I do with my turn? Oh, the Telvanni Arcanist, of course. He won't get a rune, because he has 32 health. He's still got some pretty good value out of that whole ordeal. As long as he gains life, he can get that card back, so we gotta watch out. He might always have the... Oh. I wish I had the Firebolts. Do I want to do that? No. I can take some damage.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Worst thing that happens is that he leaf water whatever's, and then it's out of lightning bolt range. In fact, why didn't I think of that before? He's totally going to do that. Although I wonder what the rapid shot was. Maybe he just really wanted a card, or I think he was setting up. That's really good. So next turn. Okay, so that's a 6/6 potentially. 5/5. Auga. Let's hit him with a rune before we play the Vicious Drew, because I want him to deal 1 damage to this so I can get a random action.
If I fall, the Hist will reclaim me.
That was lucky. I forgot about the High Rock Summoner. So we get some pretty good value right there. And this just continues to grow. I might have to... No, I can't double Lightning Bolt it. I don't have that much mana next turn. He might very well win with this, because that's going to take out 2 runes. I'm going to have a lot more cards than he does, though. That's cool. Doesn't have any reds yet, but it's alright. Courier. I have 7 damage right there, but it's not an effective trade, is it? Nope. I'm not gonna lose next turn. Or I could just let him have that board. Now to think about it, I'm just gonna let him have that board. Because I have a Shocking Wamasu, if anything. There we go. Awesome. He's got 2 cards. I have 8. Or 9. Those don't kill me. That's why we have the Varanus Courier. Yay. It's 2 mana to do nothing. If we can get a Kara Sweeper, that would have been pretty cool if I did get a Kara Sweeper. But I won't. So, what do we do here? I know I'm going to use the Soul Split, so that's 6 mana left. To do what? That's a threat for his face that I don't really... Nobody cares about. I'll play the Varanus Courier.
My scales move in shadow.
My sword hand itches.
Do I want a Brutal Ashlander and hope it hits the right one? No, I already played the Varanus Courier. That luck is not going to happen in a million years. Alright, Sin. You guys think I'm crazy. Ready? That's not fair. That's not fair at all. If I lose this game, that's a shameful thing. Okay, so he has 2 cards. So unfortunately, he still has those runes, and I have 8 health, so he could easily play a charge card and kill me. Or a fireball-y effect. Ouch. 4 damage. 5/6. Yeah, that should be the game.
I'm ready for anything.
This was a worthy contest.
I couldn't respond to his immediate threat there while keeping the... No. Okay. Interesting. Lost again. I'm never getting out of the lady, guys. Not with this deck, but I like it. Even though it loses often. That happens. Alright, I live 66 failed. I remember her. Do you remember her? Oh well. That could be good. And that could be good. So say hello. So yeah, turn 2 High Rock, turn 3 Soul Split. But that's very linear. I don't have any control.
Luck to your house. Your destruction is at hand.
Or if he plays a 3 toughness creature, or 2 toughness creature for that matter, I can Soul Split and then hope it goes for the right one. But this thing has been really naughtily to my favor recently. Oh yeah.
My friend would like to say hello.
Again, we want to pop just a few of the runes before, because we don't want them to have a hand advantage over us. Because their health doesn't matter until the very end, when they die. So yeah, I'll hit her. Do that. Next turn we Vicious Drew. But I have a feeling because of how late her hand's been that she's going to use an elixir this turn. In which case, we just get half value.
They will meet their makers.
Or is she? Wow. Sorry, bub. She's gonna get some pretty good value off of that, but we don't care, because we did that. And that's just a 2/2 that gets a Tome of Alteration. There wasn't really a way around that. We are going to pop the second rune, because we have board control in this lane, even though she has a Tome of Alteration in addition to her current hand size of 8. So, yeah. What do? We swim. I mean, if she just Tome of Alterations that, I'm totally fine, because actually Sage's Agent would make a really good value out of that. Sage's Agent's so weird. We might be able to not allow her to get this value. If this hits the 2/2, not the face, not the 3/3, if this hits the 2/2, we get some serious value. Okay, it didn't. So what? We play this Flame Atronach or Frost No. We play the Fighter's Guild Recruit, and we have 1 mana left over to play the Brutal Ashlander. But first, let's attack the face. Now she's got a lot of cards, and this is likely going to deal 5 damage to me, but that's likely going to give me a rune, which is likely going to help me, because right now, he is not going to die. Super bad. Okay, buying a turn shows that either he's got a plan or he's desperate.
My friend would like to say hello.
Okay, that had to happen because previous games that luck was seriously misused. But I have this 5/5 Frost Atronach, which means I'm not going to give him that prophecy because I made the misplay. I would much rather have the next turn or turns be the Shocking Mamasu 4 damage 5 boom boom. But again, his hand size is too huge. He has a control based deck. He's going to be able to kill this. I can guarantee it. Although if he kills this as well, I get a rune. So who knows? Oh wow, what? Sorry.
I must apologize.
Why did we win there? We were too rushy. His deck was slower than ours, which is interesting because our deck is pretty slow. Hajimiol, the Imperial deck. That's really a good opening hand. Like before this recording, opening hands used to be I'd have a bunch of 4 drops and I send them back to get the 7 drops.
Your destruction is
Luck
at hand.
to your house.
Good tidings, citizen. We are ready for anything.
Wah, 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 wah.
Die, Outlander.
If this hits the 1/3, I don't get value. I can play him.
Have we here?
Ooh, wow! Doing work. I forgot how many 7+ cards I have in this deck.
It's nothing personal.
So that's not gonna work. I can Firebolt. Summoner in this lane.
Friend would like to say
Firebolt.
hello.
Hit that.
Move in shadow.
This is just disappointing. Although I have equal hand with him. He has technically got the board presence because he's the one attacking. We all have 1/1s.
I await your command. It's nothing personal.
I have immediate regret. Good news is, turn 5 is a very swell Dwarven Centurion.
Solid pucks.
Does not get a maroon though. Do I really Lightning Bolt a 4/2? He's got 3 cards in hand with this deck with Endurance. I think there's many more threats he can put out, except they're going to have 8 toughness, not 4. This is one of very few Endurance cards with more power than toughness.
Hold your position.
Sorry, brother.
I must apologize.
Tovani Arcanist. Not gonna play that yet. Because, wow, we have an amazing turn 6 as well, because none of those are really ping characters. So what happens when I do this? Let's say he uses a Lightning Javelin,
Solid pucks.
and deals a lot of damage to my face, then I draw even more cards. My problem right now is not cards in hand. My problem right now is board control, and I have a feeling he's going to Lightning Javelin or Divine Edict or whatever. Piercing Javelin. I keep calling it Lightning Javelin. I think it's from another video game. So in the end, I did not get any value, if you ask me. This is a good stall right here. The Varanus Couriers, and I think I need it, don't I? If I use Cruel Firebloom, it has a chance of hitting the 4/4. Actually, Tovani Arcanists are far more potent right now. I'm scared to give him those prophecy runes, because they are likely going to give him cards that would help him. Because again, late game. Good thing we kept the lightning bolt, is all I'm gonna say. Okay, now he's getting through me like nobody's business. I just realized that's 3 power, not 4. Carvus Reaper would be nice, but that would be my entire turn, so not really that nice. Actually, no, it would be boom, boom. One of them would still be alive, and I'd have a 5-4 for him not to be able to trade into, really. So Carvus Reaper here would be nice. 3 out of 37. Almost a 1 in 12 chance. Okay. Cruel Fire Bloom does okay here. What does it do here? It's 0 mana. Just sacrifices this 1/1 here. None of them draw me a card. If I could just draw one more card to see if I can get that Carvus Reaper, that'd be cool. But I think I'm gonna do this. Full Fire Bloom. That's really good. Malefic Wreath. It's pretty good here. I have all 3 Varanus Couriers in my hand. I can take 4 damage, only problem is then I'm on a really low health threshold, but these colors are not known for just using a burn, except for Crushing Hope or whatever, crushing the 3 damage. Because the good news is next turn I can Midnight Sweep and Malefic Wreath. So right now we just play the Varanus Courier, even on an empty board, because it's still got okay value, because when it dies, I draw a card, and I need those right now. Midnight Sweep and Malefic Wreath are awesome.
There's always a plan. Who goes there? I live to serve.
Okay, now I'm in deep trouble. Because that's in the Shadow Lane, which I don't want to have to invest into. That gets its value super late. So what do?
Who goes there?
We swim.
I live to serve.
Play this, and I'll play this as well.
Destruction is at hand.
Yeah. And the next turn we Malefic Wreath. I'm not going to get the time to do this, unfortunately. And I think he can actually break through this defense. Let's see. 3 damage, 2 damage. He can do 4 damage to me there. And gets me the last rune. In which case I have no comeback mechanic. Except for the fact that I have a gigantic hand compared to him. He still has 3 cards in all of those prophecies. So I better watch out.
You want
Firebolt.
kill them all.
Okay.
Awaiting your command.
We are
Okay.
ready for anything.
Okay.
Your orders.
I think that's the game, guys. Yeah, that's the game. So, problem right there, he got board control in the beginning, and I never took it back. He outplayed me there.
I bow to your victory.
A fine battle.
Alright. Alright, post Rare Strong Thumb here. I'm going to look at 2 similarities. In the second and third losses of our game, which I'm going to show on the screen right here, there's a very clear similarity. My hand is full of cards that I can't play. And I do not have reliable guards on the field, as well as the enemy team having much better cards. Now, you might think that's how all losses go, but it's important to note that I guess the reason why I lost is because the cards that I play have no value on the board. They have value in your hand or against your enemy. So my board presence is negligible. So that's one thing I can piece together from this video. Now, that's going to be all for today, guys. So make sure to subscribe to see more of this kind of content. Make sure to like this video and all videos you watch on YouTube, because it helps out. Make sure to leave a comment down below for conversation, because that's cool. And share this video with your friends if you think they would like it as well. That'll be all for today. See ya.